Super flat, 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 super flat. Anyways, hey guys. Welcome back to the Flatworld. Welcome back to the Flatworld. I just got a little visit from the wandering trader, and he gave me... Where'd I put him? Oh, here we go. Some buckets of puffer fish, which is pretty cool. We can decorate Salacia. And he also gave me some kelp, which I already put over in Salacia. So yeah, the goal for today's episode, make a super... Oh, geez. I kind of missed the slime there, didn't I? Make a super smelter, make a kelp farm, hook them up together. And yeah, what we're going to do then is hook that super smelting system up to... Oh, look at the kelp growing. Oh, look at it. It looks so nice waving out there. Oh, it's going to be so nice to have a bunch of kelp out here. I'll probably AFK here for a little bit. By the way, the cod are still swimming around, but I noticed one of them died because it got sucked onto the magma blocks. I hadn't really thought about that. So, yeah. Not sure about what to do about the fish situation. Please comment if you have ideas, because I don't want to get rid of the magma blocks, and I also don't want to build a giant glass wall around this place. But I do want to keep my fish alive. We're going to hook the super smelter up to our cobblestone generator and have it so we can flip a switch and have it automatically turn the cobblestone into smooth stone if we want. And then maybe we'll even make it so that we have a switch to turn the smooth stone into, well, I guess it's just called stone now. To turn the stone then into smooth stone. I botched that. You guys know what I mean. Oh, whoa, we saw some action over there. The big boys in town are screwing some zombies up, aren't you, big boys? We got to give these guys some names. I like this little village we got going over here. It's coming along. It's coming along nicely. Okay, so it's a lot later, and I haven't actually started work on the kelp farm yet. But I did get very distracted and make this. So this thing is finishing up a really old project that I started. It's an AFK pig and cow farm. And the I can show you exactly how the pigs and cows are made in a second. But I don't know how that cow got in there, because the pigs are supposed to be coming out of that tube and the cows out of that tube. So we got to look into that. But basically the way it works is we can either burn them right away for their meat and their drops, or we can pull a we can pull a lever to divert the flow and opposite of what I'm saying, but you get what I'm saying. We can pull the lever now to divert the flow and redirect them. So the cows will end up right here, where we can hit them with looting 3 if we want to get more drops, or if we need milk, we can use our buckets to get some milk if we're making some cake or something. And then the pigs will land right here, and we can press this dispenser and this dispenser to get us a saddle and a carrot on a stick to ride him out of this fence gate and away. So, yeah, that's the idea with these things. Yeah. Anyways, and then last but not least is a chicken farm. So there are some basically hatching chickens, the chickens that make the eggs. I don't know what to call them. The mother hens. And they generate eggs, and the eggs get shot into here, and you can see that baby, once he grows up, he'll have his head in the lava, which randomly flickers on and off. And then the drops shuffle down into here, and we just slowly get chicken and feathers over time, just while we're around the base. So I didn't want to put too many in there so that the farm isn't too laggy, but we can even turn the lava thing off if we want to. We may have to wait till it's off. Oh, I don't know. Maybe that switch doesn't work. See, this is why we test things. But anyways, let me go show you where the cows and the pigs come from. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is how babies are made. So, in here, will you get out of my hair, guy? I'm trying to hit this button. In here, we've got this, basically, pen of adult cows going in a big circle. We stand down here and have the wheat on a loop continuously feeding to us. And we have all of our inventory filled up except for one slot, and we just stand there right-clicking while I'm away from my computer doing chores and whatnot, and the cows will breed over time, and yeah, they drop into this little pool down below. I believe this is a design by Xisuma, however you want to say it, Shishwami, and yeah, they drop down into a little tunnel down below. So what we need to figure out, you again. What the? He's fast. Is he getting my beacon effect? Okay, I got him. Slain. R.I.P. Pour one out. But how did the cow get into the wrong side here? Let's just pop down here. Have a look-see. Joop, joop, joop. I might as well just not skimp out and just do this. I think the cow probably just fell down. I don't know if that pig side is actually finished yet or not. But I might as well just finish the glass divider. Okay, that's more than one cow. How did y'all get in here? Yeah, I don't know how the cows got in here. I don't know. We're gonna just kill him and hope that it doesn't happen again. Because that's how you solve problems. So other than make sure the pig farm part of it is done, and fix this little off switch for the chicken cooker, the only thing we have to do is make a way to stop the babies from getting through before they grow up, because we won't get any meat or anything out of them if they're still babies. So I gotta devise a way to do that. I may just end up looking it up, but for now, I'm gonna go work on that kelp farm. Or I might just get distracted again. I actually decided to tear out the staircase, the sort of spiral staircase that winds around that middle column where the water elevator is. The reason I added it in the first place was because the water elevator back before we had those used to be a piston elevator, but it would break all the time. And so oftentimes I would have to use the stairs. So at this point we don't really need it, and it's pretty ugly and it takes up a lot of room. So I tore it out. Also, you know, every stone block you see on the Flatworld is something I mined with a cobble generator. So whenever I can reuse stone, I like to do so. So yeah, I also decided to rip out the AFK fish farm that used to be on the top level of this base, because those are about to be, well, it is broken, but even the new ones are about to break in 1.16. I also ripped out this thing, which is the AFK tree farm. It used to use the wither, but you can't trap the wither anymore. You used to be able to trap them in obsidian. Now you have to trap them with bedrock. So I have no way to trap them anymore, like just here in the overworld. So I ripped this out so I could scavenge the redstone and stuff, reuse that on the kelp farm we're about to build. But before we show our progress on that, I wanted to show you this footage I took while I got very, very distracted while ripping this out. So enjoy. I found a really fun game. This farm, first of all, this farm is way too fast. I don't think I can ever, until I get ice, I don't think I could ever make a system that can sort these items fast enough. The fun game that I came up with is you wait for the glowing enchanted mobs to spawn. You try to snipe them, so you can kind of see them spawn. We might want to go up here actually. So you can sort of, okay, here we go. You can sort of get in an vantage point where you see them spawn, so you can like be ready. Oh, we got one! First try! Okay.
Oh. Oh. It's so fun. I could literally do this all day. And luckily, I have all the arrows I could ever want. Damn, this one's spawning a ton of enchanted. Oh, I got one! That was not the one I was aiming for, though. Oh, that was a terrible shot. That too. Oh, I got one! Yes, that was actually the one I was aiming for, I'm pretty sure. Oh, we almost got that guy, I feel like. Why is this so entertaining? I've accidentally created the best minigame in Minecraft. Oh, damn it. I wish I could, like, add, like, a... Oh, maybe I could trade for spectral arrows from the Fletcher, so you could really see if you hit them. That would be great. Oh, I got one. I got that one. That was sick. That was a good shot. I think I got this all cleaned up now. So I scavenged all the redstone from here, and I added item frames so we can see what's what, and I cleaned out all the... Oh. I didn't clean out this chest. I forgot about this one. It did not break. Don't worry. I cleaned out all the rest of the chests because the system had backed up. I had been using the old version of the sorting system that did not have the overflow protection, this extra line of redstone. So at least now this system has overflow protection, but still doesn't help the fact that, you know, it, like, we can't really get too much of this other stuff when the system's constantly trying to process like all the gunpowder and bones and stuff. I should probably move the gunpowder and arrow deleter down to there so those get sorted out first and they don't clog up this elevator. The reason I throw out gunpowder and arrows is because I just don't really have a use for either one. At least rotten flesh, you can trade for it. Bones, you can make like a lot of farms. All this other stuff has some uses and it's not as prevalent, you know? But gunpowder and rotten flesh, like especially gunpowder, I have barely anything to do with it. Like, I can't make fireworks until I get some paper, some sugarcane from the wandering trader, and I can't make TNT until I get sand from the wandering trader, and even then I can only get like, you know, 5 sand at a time, so like 1 TNT block at a time or something. So yeah, gunpowder is pretty useless, and arrows, I just have enough of them. You know, you only need so many arrows.
All right, guys, so I did a little bit of work and I installed this giant freaking kelp farm. And it's like a little bit of a variation on the design by Cubfan, I think. Or I don't know who the original design is by. But I used his video as a jumping off point. I'll link it in the description. But basically, you know what? Let me turn on jump boost so I can get up there. The kelp comes down here once it is pushed off by these pistons, and basically it can grow to be anywhere between like 2 and like 20 something blocks tall. And so when any of them grow to be 3 tall, it sends out a pulse that goes 15 signal strength, so like 7 blocks in either direction. And all those pistons go out, the kelp's going to go down here, and there's this auto smelting setup that is turning all of it automatically into dried kelp. And the plan is then I'm going to make a quick dried kelp crafter station here and link that into another auto smelter. And we're going to use the dried kelp as the fuel for both things. And we're going to split it between the two. But I can turn this off and the minecart for the fuel will stay here. And I can fill in some of these dried kelp blocks as fuel and then send it down, and it's going to fill into these. I put some blaze rods in before, but you can see it's filling these ones in. So yeah, a lot of good progress here, if I do say so myself. I made a little bit of progress here. This dispenser item system is now hooked up to redstone, so you can hear it ticking there. And you'll notice it's all hooked up to the same redstone line, so all 9 of these fire at once, because it takes 9 dried kelp to make the kelp block. So I actually kind of want to build another one of these over by the slime farm on the other end of the tower here, because
it would be really convenient to take all the slime and craft it into slime blocks quickly like this too. And this thing's not that big, but it's not quite finished yet. I still need to add an activator rail here, and what that's going to do is connect to a comparator and try and look inside the minecart, or the hopper minecart, and see how much is left in it. And when it's empty, it'll switch this rail and send it off to the station. So it works the same way this one does. So when this minecart is full of kelp here, which it almost is, this comparator detects that and retracts this piston, which sends this around the loop. And then this comparator is checking to see from this activator, I think it's called an activator rail, or no, pressure rail, something like that. I forget what they're called. But it's checking to see how full it is, and if it's empty, it'll switch this track and send it back to the station. So we're just going to build that same thing over here and just make it fit. And what's going to supply that hopper minecart is this chest here. So whatever's in here will go up a little hopper elevator and supply into that minecart. So we got a little work to do, but I'm going to work on that between episodes. For now, I'm actually going to go and try and stream a little bit and see if I can find a 1.14 village. And if I do, I'll start recording, and we'll see what we can find, because I've never actually found one of the new villages here on the Flatworld. So let's go see what we can find. I am out in the world just exploring, and I have found the first ever new 1.14 village. I can tell because there are trees, and the villages never used to spawn with trees in them. It's actually so weird to just see natural trees on the Flatworld. Whoa, we got a horse! Okay. So let's see what we get here. I love that they have a horse. That's pretty cool. Dude, this guy is freaking out. Get him! Get him! We got some natural spawning cats. That's pretty cool. Now that I think of it, was that mossy? Yeah, that mossy stone. This might be the first ever mossy stone I've ever gotten on the Flatworld, because I don't have vines yet. I think you can get vines from the Wandering Trader, but I haven't found them yet, so I've never been able to craft any mossy stone whatsoever. So we got to take that. That's super cool. Oh, we got a bell too. Let's take that. Cool. Okay, some obsidian. Wait, white terracotta. Now that I think of it, we've never ever had white terracotta either. The things you take for granted. So I eventually found beetroot, and I did it on stream actually, and I managed to multiply it all, and now we have this much beetroot. And we'll just keep multiplying it. Eventually I'll make a little beetroot farm, just because we have the carrot and the potato one. I'll make one for beetroot, and we also need to make one for netherwort, so maybe that's something we tackle next episode or in the next couple episodes. But got a couple farms we've got to make now, so that's exciting. New crops, new things to farm. Hopefully the Wandering Trader will stop by a couple more times, and we'll unlock some other stuff to farm, like cactus, sugarcane, vines, things we've never had access to before. But that'll be next time, so stay tuned. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thank you. Thanks for watching.